Most ICT and SMC traders don't know which type of order block to trade. Okay, most of the time you'll be trading and you will see 3 order blocks, sometimes 2, and people get confused like which one to use. Okay, these things, if you don't get it correct, you might be entering trade at the wrong place. This video I am gonna show you the best order block for you to focus on anytime you are trading, either you are ICT trader or SMC trader. All right, so now what you are seeing right here was order block 1 and order block 2. Okay, the one just got mitigated and price pushed to the downside, and then it's trying to give us confirmation for either a buy, or we are looking out for what price is going to do at that place. Okay, now before an order block becomes valid for trading, there has to be some rules that you need to look out for before you take the order block to be valid for trading. You don't just take any zone that this zone is an order block and you be trading that zone. No, there are some rules you need to look out for before you take any zone as an order block zone. So let's go here and let me show you. So before you take any zone to be an order block, these are the things you have to look out from price, like you have to look out to before you take the zone. All right, before any price or any zone forms, there has to be a liquidity sweep. Okay, price has to create a liquidity sweep before the massive push. Okay, from here we're gonna go to the live example and then look at how things are. Okay, so now there has to be a liquidity sweep with price. Okay, and now the push should lead to the break of structure. Okay, the second one is break of structure or change of character. Okay, the push that will lead to the formation of that order block, that push should lead to a break of structure or change of character. If that market push doesn't break structure or doesn't change character, the order block is not valid. Okay, now the next one is there should be inefficiency in the market, or let's say imbalances. Okay, there should be inefficiency or imbalance in the market before you take the order block to be valid. All right, so from here you're gonna go to the example, the live example. And the last one, the fourth one, is there should be unmitigated zone. Okay, the zone shouldn't be mitigated. When we talk about mitigated, it means the order block zone, we don't want to see a case where price will come and then tap into the order block zone and push up. No, the zone should be a fresh zone which hasn't been mitigated, which hasn't been tested. Okay, that is the zone we are looking out for. And the last one is the momentum candle should be strong. We want to see a strong momentum candle push or a strong momentum candle drop before we take the zone or we take the candle to be an order block candle. Okay, now let's look at the example here before we go to the live example. Okay, so now this is what I'm talking about. Before we look out for order block, we want to see, you can see here price was creating lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low to the downside. Okay, now what happened? We saw this was a previous low before price pushed up and now pushed to the downside, breaking this old low. Okay, so we can say there has been a liquidity sweep here before price pushed to the upside. Okay, there has been a liquidity sweep around this place before price pushed to the upside. All right, so there has to be a liquidity sweep. Sorry, let me bring this one here. Okay, now you see there has been a liquidity sweep around this place. Price has to clear the liquidity before it push to the upside, like what we talk about. Okay, this side, liquidity sweep. Okay, we need to see a liquidity sweep before we take the zone to be a valid order block zone. And the next one is there should be break of structure. So we want to see the push leading to a break of structure, okay, or change of character. And you can see this push right here leads to this change of character here. Okay, that is what we want to see before we take the order block to be a valid order block. Okay, and the next one is there has to be imbalances or inefficiency. So the gaps around these places are what we call imbalances or the inefficiency in the market. Most people used to call the fair value gap and other things. It got like different names. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the live example, then we talk about those things. All right, so and we want to see the zone not mitigated. We don't want to see a case where price will push up like this, come back and test the zone before you push up, and then we're waiting for it to come back. No, we want to see no retest. We don't want to see a retest on the zone. Okay, so that is what we are looking out for. And the last one is we want to see the momentum being strong momentum. Okay, the push we want to see is to be a strong push before we take the last candle as an order block zone or a valid OB zone. Now, so let's look out for the live example. Okay, so now taking this area as a price example, we can see price creating a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low before price reverses to the upside. Okay, now where did the liquidity sweep happen? We had a liquidity sweep around this place. Price breaking old low before pushing to the upside. So liquidity sweep has already happened from this place. Okay, and we have price pushing to the upside, causing a change of character around this place. So this change of character 1, around this place. Okay, now we had another break of structure at the top here. Okay, so this is a change of character, so this is a break of structure. Okay, so when this happens, what are we looking out for? We are looking out for the zone that led to this change of character here, and this is the zone right here. Okay, so you take this zone. So this zone is what we are looking out for to be our potential order block. And let's see, is this zone qualified to be our order block zone? Okay, now look at the momentum. Based on what we just talked about, we are saying that there should be a strong momentum. But look at the candles here. The candles here is just a weak candle. Okay, so is this candle qualified for us to take this zone as a order block zone? Let's look at something here. We want to see price not mitigating the zone, but look at what happened. We saw price pushing up, coming back into the zone and push up. Okay, so this zone has already been tested, so this order block is not valid. Why? Because the momentum is weak and price has already retested the zone. Okay, so now we take this zone out to be invalid order block, so we are not trading this zone. So what zone should we look out to again? Okay, now look, when price push from here to the upside, look at the strong momentum candle that led to this change of character here. Look at this strong momentum candle here that led to this break of structure here. Okay, so now price push up, breaking this structure. What was the last candle that caused that break of structure? It is this candle. Okay, now let's look whether we can take this zone to be a potential, a strong and a valid order block zone. So now we have one confirmation one here. So now we have confirmation one here, a strong momentum candle. We have a liquidity sweep around this place. We have price not mitigating the zone. Price has not come into the zone already. Okay, so unmitigated zone is there. We have liquidity sweep right here. We have a strong momentum candle. Okay, now we can take this zone to be an order block zone. Why? Because all the criteria or everything that we talk about is aligned to the zone right there. Okay, so now we extend this zone and look out for price to come and tap into that zone, and then we take that trade maybe in the near future. And what happened? Let's extend the zone. Okay, and now you can see when price came into the zone, what happened? We saw history. Price came, tap into the zone right here, and now you can see tap into the zone right here, consolidated a little, gathered momentum and pushed to the upside. So imagine like you taking this trade from here, it would have been somewhere around this place, the stop loss a little bit below the order block, let's say here, and then you target the previous high somewhere around here. Okay, and your take profit would have been hit around this place. Let's see, your TP would have been hit around this place. Okay, so that is how to identify a valid order block to trade. Okay, so now let's analyze what price is doing right here when price got into this zone. What price is doing? Let me take this one from there. Okay, so now let's look at something here. When price pushed from here to the downside, we saw another change of character right from this place. Okay, so now let's look whether we can also get a valid order block where we can catch the buy to the upside, the continuational buy to the upside. So we have this change of character here. What candle led to that change of character? It is this last candle right here. Okay, so can we take this candle to be a valid order block zone? Let's look out for the criteria. Okay, now we have a change of character. That's why I'm saying that the price should lead to a break of structure or change of character. Okay, we have a change of character right here. Okay, so now is there any liquidity sweep? Yes, we have price breaking this old low here before pushing to the upside. So we have price taking the liquidity right here before pushing. Okay, now liquidity sweep has happened. All right, the next one is the candle. Is it strong momentum candle? Yes, look at the candle. It's a strong momentum candle that led to this change of character. Okay, and the last one is, has price retested the zone? No, price came back into this area, pushed up, came into this area here, created something like equal low before pushing to the upside. So now we can comfortably take this zone as a valid order block zone. So let's look, if price comes there, we should be expecting to take a buy to the upside. Okay, and we need to take confirmation from the trade before we take the buy. We don't want to take any trade like price is there, so we are taking the trade. Okay, is there any inefficiency also in your market? Yes, we have this inefficiency here. This is the first candle right here, and now that's the first and the third candle. That is the gap in between. Okay, so let me take this one to be the inefficiency, or let me take this one. Okay, so now if you are watching this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you have any question, comment down below. I'll do one answer you. Like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Alright, now we are expecting price to come into this zone, then we take the buy. So if price comes there, we look out for confirmation, and you can see when price came into the zone, we were expecting a change of character. We're expecting something like this before we take the trade from here to the outside, and now we are not seeing that thing around here. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're not seeing that thing around this place. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We just need to wait and see confirmation before trade entry. We don't just take the trade when price gets into the zone. Okay, so that is how it is. Now let's look out for different examples. Okay, so guys, the same thing happened around this place. You can see price push from here to the downside, push up, push to the downside before the massive push to the upside. Okay, so we had price breaking this whole low here, causing a liquidity sweep around this place. Okay, now we have a liquidity sweep. We have another break of structure here. Okay, so we have a break of structure here. So what candle led to this break of structure? It is this candle here. Okay, so now this is the DOS. Okay, so let's see whether the confirmation is there. There has been a liquidity sweep one. There has been a break of structure. Is there any inefficiency? Yes. Let me take this first candle here. The imbalance and the third candle. That's the gap. That's what I understand it. Okay. So the gap between around this place. Okay. So the first and this one. Okay. I see inefficiency in the market. So the next one is, has price already mitigated or retested the zone? No. We see price pushing to the outside, not coming back into the zone. Okay, so the zone has not been retested or mitigated. Okay, so now, was the candlestick bullish, or the momentum, was it strong? Yes, we saw a strong momentum candle push to the upside. Okay, so comfortably we can take this zone to be a strong order block zone. And what happened? We saw price coming into the order block zone, tapping in perfectly and pushing to the upside. Okay, so this would have been a successful trade. Stop loss here, you target your previous high. Okay, so now my last the takeaway from this video is, before you take any zone to be an order block zone, you need to look out for these things, so you can write them down somewhere. Okay, there should be a liquidity sweep of price, like what we talk about. You should see a liquidity sweep. The push should lead to break of structure. That's the number 2. It should lead to break of structure or change of character. And the third one is, you should see inefficiency or imbalances in the market. The fourth one is, price should not mitigate the zone. If price has already retested the zone is invalid. And the fifth one is, the push should be a strong momentum push. Okay, it should be a strong push before you take the zone to be an order block zone. And before price gets into the zone 2, let's say this is the zone that you were expecting price to come into the zone, and price comes into the zone perfectly, every confirmation is there, like everything that we're talking about here is there, and now price comes into the zone. Don't just take the trade. Expect price to change character, breaking this high, come back, and then you take your buy from here to the upside. The same thing for a sell trade. Let's look out for a sell trade. Price comes into the zone like this, creating something like this, change character, push to the downside, break this structure here, and then change character, and then come back. You take yourself from here to the downside. Okay, so you don't just expect price to come into the zone then you take the trade. You need to look out for confirmation before you take the trade. Okay, so if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know down below if you have any question, and the video you want me to do, let me do the video. I'm just on the compound doing a video. Okay, I will see you guys in my next video.